Hello and welcome to another episode of Panzer Corps Grand Campaign 39. Yeah, we have Danzig Corridor ahead of us, so let's jump straight into the briefing. Thanks largely to your efforts in crippling the Polish Air Force, our forces in the northern sector have successfully reunited East Prussia with Germany and utterly crushed the so-called Danzig Corridor. In order to maintain control of this area and to continue our advance into Poland, it is vital that we secure several bridges, rail crossings and cities along the Vistula River. You should expect no resistance from the Polish Air Force, but be prepared to heavy ground resistance from newly mobilized Polish troops. Success here will open new avenues in the drive to Warsaw, but failure could be disastrous. Good luck, Herr General. Yeah, 1 second here. I will try to restart my internet. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So, yeah, now I'm distracted, but let's immediately go into this. And I think one of the more difficult things in the Grand Campaign will be to manage the prestige. Since I don't know how scarce prestige will be, I have to expect it will be very scarce, but I can't be too greedy about it. But I thought about how to do this, and yeah, I think if you take a look here, we have 500 prestige or 589, and using elite reinforcements here on this measly infantry unit would almost use up 10% of my total prestige, so I don't think that's an option. So I've already prepared a setup, but I will talk about reinforcement possibilities here a little bit. And if we compare that, the elite replacements cost 44 prestige, the normal replacements are free. We lose only 19 points of experience, so that's not a lot. So what I actually did was normal replacements of all my units. That's something I usually don't do, but that saves a lot of prestige and the experience in the beginning. Yeah, it's not that valuable in my opinion, because as long as your units are low in experience, you actually don't lose too much experience when you use the normal replacements. And yeah, you regain the experience rather quickly. So that's my thinking why I didn't use elite reinforcements here. Then I did do the upgrade to the Panzer 1B. That's investment of 60 prestige. I think that's much better investment than elite replacements in this case. It brings up your initiative value by 1, and that can be helpful to avoid further losses. Other than that, I upgraded the artillery piece because that's a huge deal. Bringing the range from 2 to 3, that's obviously worth it. The other things, we didn't take any losses. And then I went ahead and bought a Panzer 38 because, yeah, I at least want to have one tank that is able to withstand punishment, and then I can put to the front and not be worried that it will get smashed or destroyed. We are still short one tank in the German division. There should be one more Panzer II, but we don't have the spots, the core slots at the moment. So that's it. Other than that, I think there is nothing to talk about in the replacement phase. And yeah, Risto Levitt, high gravity shadows, and I Yeah, let's hope the Polish are putting up some resistance here. But I wouldn't be too sure. So let's take a look at the map. We have the Polish troops here completely encircled. No, not completely encircled, but they're, yeah, kind of trapped inside there. The map isn't too big, so we should do it in two turns. We have not too shabby force in the north, actually. So those are all overthranks. We have an artillery piece here, so I think we should be able to clear out at least those cities in the north easily. A little bit of an awkward spot is this city in the background, because it will distract us from moving forward quickly towards the more important targets, but we can't leave that up in the back. Maybe in the game you can, but we are trying to do a fairly realistic scenario here, so leaving this city would be disastrous. It leaves us open to, it leaves our hinterland open to all kinds of shenanigans, so we have to take them out, can't allow a strong point in our back. Other than that, it's pretty obvious. I will detach a force to the north. I will commit an artillery piece to it so that we can quickly overwhelm those two cities and then help out taking out the center combined with the northern forces. So that's the plan here. The rest of my units will storm forward and roll over the Polish resistance, hopefully. We don't expect enemy air forces, so my bombers will be quite helpful here. For the setup, yeah, not much to talk about. In the deployment phase, I couldn't see that this city is empty, so I deployed artillery. So I could immediately bombard this and this city. One artillery in the middle, able to hit both, so I'm kind of flexible if one shot misses. And I really want to overwhelm these first cities in one go, because my main enemy will be enemy entrenchment, to be honest. So saving one turn saves you 1 point of entrenchment, basically, in the cities. So the Polish units are not very strong, especially the Polish infantry can't do much. But if they are entrenched enough, they get troublesome, and we've already seen losing half strength on a unit is very, very expensive, so don't want that to happen. And the other units are deployed so that I can dash forward, reach this city, reach this city, reach here, go up and maybe fight here, reach here. So a lot of flexibility, and yeah, that's basically it. So what we're going to do here is start off the fight and hope that our artillery can deal some decent blows to them. So this was a very poor shot, but I think we still should be able to overwhelm them. But I will leave that for now. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's get more scouting information. I will already dispatch a unit to the south, and now I can use my second artillery to already deal damage to the south. Hopefully fight out first Polish infantry. That's good start for me. And then we want to use as much mass attack bonus as possible on this Polish infantry, because now we don't have artillery pieces that will be able to help out, and the Panzer ones are actually not that bad against infantry, so I'm willing to move up and hopefully completely smash them. That's done. So this was a little bit of overkill. But now my pioneers got experience. They didn't get damaged because this is one of my most expensive units actually. And now let's see. I want to get vision because if I move up, I can actually hit the city. So yeah, another cavalry unit. Hopefully do decent damage. Yeah, it's completely suppressed, but now I don't have a unit to take it out. Maybe... let's fire it, and hopefully our Air Force can finish it up. I don't want to commit my scout plane because there's a big open area where I want to get vision. So we can do that right now, and a lot of juicy targets for my Air Force. No defenses in sight, so that's great. And fighter whiffs, but that's not a huge deal. Maybe the anti-tank cannon is pretty useless, so not going to bother with it. Maybe I will bring one of my lighter tanks just to help out finishing off those targets quickly. And there's a road here, so we can quickly continue to join our forces in the center. Other than that, I think we can aggressively move forward. There's nothing in the way. Already setting up more artillery, firing positions. Yeah, I want to focus on this center location because then we can hit all angles. This is pretty much the center of all the targets we have to get. And yeah, hi Karel Wolfpup. Now you are scared again because I called you out in the stream. And yeah, there's a risk of anti-aircraft fire at this airfield location, so I'm not sure if I want to commit. Doing 6 damage is juicy, but getting damage here, I don't think it's worth it. We will scout out this location later, and trying to weaken the city defenses I think is a good idea. Other than that, move forward. Those are not at full strength, so let's take this opportunity to wipe them out. More mass attack bonus, and there's an anti-aircraft cannoneer, so it would have been maybe... Those are not too dangerous, but with a lucky shot they can take 3 to 4 points off your Stuka, and that's something I absolutely want to avoid. And I want to avoid those units reinforcing. So now, well, our first round of offensive did really do well. 1 cavalry unit remaining. But other than that, we are pretty fine. There's a slight risk of a unit in here. That maybe wasn't too smart. But I don't expect resistance here. If we look at the layout, they seem to be concentrating around the cities. So I think we will be fine. Yeah, that's it. Let's end the turn. There's some movement. They're shifting their defenses to the north. I kind of like that. And let's see. I think that was worth it. The scout needs some experience. This way we can move the artillery and immediately start firing on the Polish infantry, preventing it from entrenching more than level 3. And yeah, with those units we should be able to absolutely deal with them. Gain complete vision of the enemy in the center location. That's Bydgoszcz. Oh, Bydgoszcz. I can't. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. That's too hard for me. There are certain languages that are very hard for people to pronounce that are not used to it. German is one of that languages. It's not that obviously is easy for me. Yeah, let's see. We have to take the city hexes anyways. And see, this is entrenched at level 5. That's even giving trouble to my Panzer. So I won't bother attacking here at the moment. I much rather block them off here, prevent any counterattacks. I don't expect any counterattacks, but who knows? We'll just slowly approach, bring our artillery into position, and then get rid of the anti-aircraft cannon. Once that's done, this will fold easily and quickly. So let's see. Get more scouting information and wreak havoc on them. This 7TP will be a prime target. This is the most dangerous and most expensive weapons the enemy will be able to field. But for now, I think I'm happy to do straight up damage, and these cavalry units provide a lot of vision and are quite dangerous, so I'm happy to fire away at those. We can use the anti-tank cannon to cover some ground and free up the movement of the infantry unit. Yeah, nothing in our way. So I think we will go ahead as planned. Move up, stay out of range of their anti-tank cannons. Those are really problematic for us, so yeah, I'm not going to attack on this city right now. We will concentrate on that one later. So setting up a strong artillery position in the center, I think, is the way to go. This attack, not sure about it. I think if we do more damage beforehand, not safely attack now, but it's good enough. Now it won't re-entrench and lose vision on our background forces. So, no use in moving. This will fall quickly. We are prepared to strike. This is just for blocking. And the map already ends here, so we are on turn 2. And yeah, not too much resistance for now. I'm a little bit worried about those forces in the back. Especially this tank can dash forward and cause some trouble. So getting rid of this anti-tank cannon and then blocking the bridge, I think is a good idea. Yeah, here they come. And see, that's the reason why I wanted one heavy tank that can really take some punishment. If this would have been a Panzer II, that would be a disaster. Would have been a disaster. This way, not too much. This went a lot better. We can already move our artillery. This way it can still take a shot, but move up the next turn. And they don't stand a chance. I'm happy if... yeah, they're just blocked. Other than that, there is a chance to force a surrender on this Polish anti-tank cannon. But we know there's a piece of artillery in the back, so yeah, not ideal to attack at the moment. So I will position my infantry unit in the forest. This way it's more protected against the artillery fire. If this is on active defense, that is. And anti-tank, anti-aircraft cannon down. But I want to stay here. In the city I'm more protected. And yeah, no use in moving at the moment. So we will focus on getting rid of this tank. And let's see. Minimizing damage definitely is one of the more important things at the moment. So another infantry unit down. I think freeing up the tank is a good idea. Getting rid of the anti-tank cannon here is a good idea as well. Now I'm content just blocking the river crossing here, and those TP won't be too much of an issue. So we still have one fighter. So let's continue to work on this cavalry unit. Doesn't seem it's replenishing, so that's good news. And I think it's worth it. Just getting rid of it. Perfect. So now the artillery piece is exposed. We are guarding the river crossings, and yeah, we should be pretty okay. not much going on in the south. That's very good news for us. And we can leave the forces across the river alone for a moment. I think it will be more valuable to set up our artillery so that we can get rid of the defensive artillery. Once that's done, the position in the center will collapse immediately. We should be out of vision range. This cavalry can only approach like here, 1, 2, 3 vision range. I think it's 3 vision range. It's been a long time since I've played, so we are totally safe here. And just to make sure, we'll guard it, and the anti-tank cannon is absolutely not useful. Maybe we can use it later on to take out those TPs. Those have a heart attack of 1, so TKS they are called, not TPs. They have a heart attack of 1, so they are not very dangerous to tanks, but still they are annoying sometimes. So we will leave them alone for now. We won't advance here. We'll stay as is for the moment. That's too dangerous. We can resupply. Yeah. Resupply. And then we're good to go again. Yeah, that's painful. And they're even mounting a counterattack. That's interesting. But good thing we blocked the river crossing, and those cavalry units will be in for a very bad day indeed. Maybe we can force a surrender. No, that's impossible. But the counterattack has been thwarted. Let's retreat and yeah, stabilize the situation. Get in one more shot to avoid losses. Gain experience on my tanks. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we'll set up. Don't think it's necessary, but better be safe than sorry. And sometimes, yeah, your units whiff horribly. But like this, it shouldn't be an issue. I think for good measure. This is one lucky artillery. And we will take the airfield soon, so let's get some scouting information and do some work on this bridge. So the tankettes, the TKS, are not lined up here to cross the river, so we should be fine. We can stay here one more round and then yeah, the artillery pieces in the background are a little bit annoying. I need to get my own artillery into position. One option would be to move in, damage this artillery a little bit more. The damage we take in the process might be worth it or not. I think yes, it is. Yeah, definitely was worth it. Now we can move back, get out of range of this anti-tank cannon, and now the artillery is not an issue anymore. So the real question is, where are those tankettes? And he is completely suppressed. So that's an ideal situation. We will force a surrender on him. Ah, that was a lot of damage. Now we are vulnerable to artillery fire, but on the other hand, I don't care too much, at least. And I still don't know where those tankettes went. And my tanks are pretty useless at the moment, so we'll just stay here. Deny them any movement across the river. And yeah, no use. Still no use for my anti-tank cannon, but my artillery is arriving, so the tide in crossing the river should turn in a minute. I will move back my fighter just to be able to do some damage and reload at the same time next turn. Other than that, I think we are in a very decent situation. And end the turn now. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just give him normal replacements. And here come the tankettes. I don't like taking that much damage, and those tankettes are absolutely annoying, and I absolutely don't know why they do that much damage. If you take a look at the stats, one heart attack and it's demolishing the Panzer 38 tons. So that's not something you want to see. But it's difficult to break them. Let's see. We'll definitely take the airfield. Then we'll try to do some damage. Good hit. Even better hit. target secured. And city is secure. We'll just move up to prevent any damage on our artillery. So that's working out nicely. Moving forward again. And now we have to find a way to deal with those defending artillery pieces in the background. That's a good start. And finally we'll put our anti-tank cannon to work. I don't care if it takes damage or not. As long as we can force surrenders, I'm fine. And I'm not going to approach here. I want to have my artillery in the background ready. So I much rather divert some forces to the south, provide mass attack bonus, and yeah, secure another city, because then yeah, units are once again free to join the fray. That leaves us with the issue of another tankette. An option will be to force it into the forest. Then hopefully, yeah, not even then. So I really don't know what's wrong with them. But they absolutely feel off a lot. Now we forced a surrender on it, perfect. And I will withdraw my Panzer 38 because it's too expensive to take more poundings here. And I will set up all artillery pieces so that I will be ready to overwhelm another artillery position. Then I will concentrate on the next one. So 1, 2, 3. And we will break through in the northern part and try to help out from the north as well. Because we still have a lot of time left. No use to rush it. Maybe I already rushed a little bit too much, but I'm used from having a lot of time. I'm used to having a lot of time issues. And next round we will be able to bombard them again effectively, I hope. But I think it's time for a first break. And we'll deal with the rest of the Polish forces in the second part of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I am pleased with the progress we've made so far. A little bit too many casualties for my taste. But this was a green tank, so don't care, this was green as well. The pioneers, yeah, I would have wished to keep them higher. But other than that, my units are not too damaged. That should still work out. yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll be back in, yeah, let's say 5 minutes, and then we will continue pushing over the Vistula River and, yeah, deal with those pesky tankettes once and for all. So, bye!